Okay, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, April 22nd, 2025. You're in the live trading room, of course. You know where you are. And I'm Tim. I'm glad you're here. Hope you guys all had a great day yesterday. Um, Here are the trades from yesterday, just four trades for plus 87. So, good start to the week. Really, the market was mostly directional yesterday, so really kind of low-hanging fruit. But just this whole sell-off that happened till almost noon, just continuous down, was um, was pretty good. So we took advantage of that. Um, then we had some rebounding end of the day, the usual last hour rebounding that happens when we have directional days like that. So SPY closed at 514.87, and I don't believe we have a gap play this morning. It's currently sitting at 519. Excuse me, 519.95. Let me let Maria in. And let's head over to the option chain. Let me get rid of a piece of technology right there. We've got 1.353 million traded in pre-market volume. We are trading today's expiration, which is the 22nd, at least I am, until noon. Then we go over to tomorrow's expiration. So that'll put us at the probably 518 on the call side, 521 on the put side. And with that, let's go ahead and say good morning to Mr. Keith Frampton. Good morning, Keith.
Morning, Tim. Morning, everybody. Yeah, great day yesterday to start the week. Four trades also up $1.11. So a very good morning there. This morning we had a Red Book index come out at 855, which was better than last month. We have one of the Fed members is going to be speaking at 9:30. Another Fed member speaking at 10 o'clock. We'll have the Richmond Fed Manufacturing Index at 10, so definitely could get a pop at 10. We'll have a 2-year bond note at 1, and a couple other Fed members speaking at 1:40 and 2:30 today. So a lot of talking going on today. And the IMF meetings have continued today, so that could move some things too. And that's about it for there. I will be trading Friday's expiration, the 25th of April today.
Okay, very good, sir. Thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate the morning report and yeah, like that. So just a reminder to set your chart. So there is 20 cents between each of your hash marks on the right side of each of your three charts. If you are following this platform design like that, I'll get rid of that. So make sure those are there. We're coming up on a minute. We've got just a little less than a minute before the market starts, trying to get my broader markets up. But watching CNBC, we do have positive markets this morning. Everything's going to start in positive territory this morning. Of course, where we start is our 0 point, but the broader markets will start in positive territory this morning. So we will see what happens. Maybe a directional market up today would be nice. And stop this massive sell-off that we've been going on. All right, we got 20 seconds. And there's 10 seconds. We'll stand by in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're in. And all that pre-market volume figured into the pricing. Boy, we've got real reasonable prices today again, which is wonderful to see these prices come down off of that trading craziness we had during when the tariffs were first introduced. and getting a nice push down at this point. So the Dow is up by 390, 384. Nas is up by 184. S&P is up by 51. So pretty positive market. So getting some push down here. Don't really expect this to last. Of course, it's just the very first minute. Price trying to, well, essentially bounce off of VWAP. Our purple line up here in our upper left chart, it's VWAP. Volume weighted average pricing. It just crossed over a minute ago into 2 million in the underlying trading. So unless we get a breakout in these first few minutes, we let the first couple of minutes go by. Just let some of the market craziness go by until we start getting into some breakouts and trends. Market makers just trying to find the edges of pricing to see what traders will be willing to do. Price approaching VWAP again. So I will be at the 518 on the call side and the 521 on the put side. So I'll be one in the money on either side. Price staying in a fairly narrow range. Dow's up to 414 now. Nas up 181. S&P up 54. Price trying to push down here, running into some resistance. All right, trying to break through. I'm going to put a pseudo supply zone on top of this first 5-minute candle.
I was just going to mention that.
I figured. Price still trying to break through VWAP, having a little bit of problem. Oh, big jump there between candles there. Price as usual, having a difficult time pushing through VWAP. Can't quite get through VWAP. Market maker keeps trying here. It's really cycling price up and down, trying to find a breakout. All right. We'll keep an eye on the 519 on the call side. 519 on the call side. It's running up to the supply zone. Keep threatening to break through here.
Just a narrow range today.
Indeed. Okay, keeping an eye on this 519 on the call side. Stand by. All right. Let's go ahead and enter this 519 in at 355.
I'm in at 769. Again, Friday's expiration.
All right, stand by to take profit. Let's go ahead and take some profit here at 378, 355 to 378.
$352 to $382.
Nice.
Thanks.
And I got 769 to 799.
Nice. Price is pausing here a little bit. I'm going to keep an eye on the 519 again.
And I did put a demand zone in there.
Ah, indeed. Let's put a demand zone on the bottom here. Go. Price might be peaking out or maybe just pausing here for a second. So that's a great example of a classic breakout. Wait for the price to get past one of the zones, in this case, the supply zone, and start moving up a little bit. Usually picks up some momentum because of other retail traders are jumping in on the buy. And this trend is still going. It slowed down a little bit. We're going to keep our eye. I'm going to move to the 520 on the call side, 520 strike call. And we'll just keep an eye on that for now.
Getting close to yesterday's high also.
Okay. Yeah, we also keep an eye on yesterday's highs and lows. They still can act as support and resistance points for us. Both our MACDs are clearly in the call bias position. All right. Going over that 520 on the call side. A lot of volume coming in on this minute. So it's a true rise, but be careful when we get these sudden influxes of volume in, as we did on that last minute, we're often treated to a nice reversal.
Let me go ahead and try to enter that. And I'm in at 8:08.
Okay. I'm at the 521 standby. Have not entered it yet.
Come on, get back up there.
A little bit of profit taking going on right now. This may not last.
Come on, get back up there. Here we go.
Might be going into a bit of consolidation right now. Got 5,400,000 traded on the underlying. Dow is up by 577, Nas up by 278, S&P up by 76.
Come on, get back up there.
Keith, did you come back with a cold?
I did.
I could hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's working its way out, but yeah.
I hope you feel better.
Thank you. Come on, get back up there.
All right, I'm going to go over to the put side, to the 523 on the put side. And just observe it. So we're getting profit taking right now off of that large push up, that trend up. But broader markets are pretty high. Don't expect this to last.
Got about 7 minutes to the pop at the top also.
Mm-hmm. So we may be getting a new supply zone here. In a couple of minutes, we'll mark it if it's still there. Price beginning to turn around. Still keeping an eye on the 520 on the call side. This should turn.
Hey Tim, how
Yeah.
do you decide when to do one in the money or at the money?
Um, Typically, our sweet spot is either at the money or one in the money. We're looking for a combination of a higher delta and price. But we have found that most of the time that will put our decision at the money or one in the money. Great question.
Okay, thanks.
All right, stand by on this 520 on the call side. Of course, now it's going to go into consolidation. Now, maybe not.
And we have 4 minutes to the pop.
What is the pop, may I ask?
Sure. So the pop is something that happens at the top of the hour. Almost every day, we see a move in price. It's can either be the result of news coming out at the top of the hour or just a pre-programmed um, drop of a lot of volume into the market. But generally, at the top of the hour, most mornings, we will see a significant move in price and volume. And we've nicknamed it the pop at the top.
Got it. Thank you.
You got it. Great question again. It's just something we've noticed after years of doing this, that there was a tendency to see something happen at the top of the hour. So price is climbing again slowly. All right, we've got a new supply zone we can put in.
Hi, Keith. Are you still in that call trade that you got into?
I am, yes.
Okay.
And we've got less than a minute to the pop here.
Yeah, I'd really like to get into this call trade, but I don't want to do it right before the pop.
I do have a close order in case it jumps up quick here.
Okay. So let's see which way this is going to go. All right, we are in the pop. Another thing about the pop is it doesn't always happen. So we tend not to trade, 3 minutes away from the pop at the top. We don't like being in a trade while the pop happens because we just simply don't know which way it's going to go. But this looks like this is going to work out nicely for Keith. All right. So going over to the 521 on the call side, 521 strike call. Stand by. Just has to break through that little bit of resistance. That's not the way to break through it.
No, it
How do
isn't.
they hear you?
They're listening to us, Ashim. We know that the market maker's watching you, Ashim, but they occasionally listen to us as well.
Come on, get on up there. Come on, push through it. Haven't gotten a lot of volume on this pop either.
No. Yeah, like we said, you can see the 10 o'clock, slightly, well, a little bit longer candle, but nothing great. Wasn't really a great pop this morning. Really trying to push through this little level of resistance here. Once it does, it will go. But the market maker is only going to try so many times to get it up before he has to reverse it, take out some stops, and give it another go. And what's happening here is that the market maker is just simply running out of traders willing to buy higher.
There you go. Come on, get on up there.
It wants to.
Yeah, I'll let it.
All right. Almost through. There you go, Keith.
Still, he's not happy.
Yeah. I stand by at the 521 on the call side. All right, I'm going to enter this 521 in at 323.
Come on, keep it going. Hmm.
Just had to go down there and take out some stops, Keith.
Yeah.
So the market maker knows where all the stops are located and they tend to accumulate around our zones. So they, on occasion, will go and take out stops. And that is go down and trigger those stops to pick up those positions in order to continue a move up like it just did. There we go. All right, stand by to take profit. Let's go ahead and take some profit here. Out at 344.
Keith, are you out or still there?
Not yet. Came close, but not quite. Come on, get back up there.
Just going through a little bit of consolidation. Or what we call messy middle, and the messy middle rule applies. 9 times out of 10, price will continue up. There you go.
There, I'm out now.
Good deal.
Got in at 8:08, out at 8:40.
All right.
Nice.
Had to tighten up his seatbelt a little bit on that one, but
I did.
All right. I'm going to go to the 522 now on the call side. 522 strike call. Stand by. Let's go ahead and enter this 522 in at 295. stand by to take a little profit. Let's go ahead and take profit here. Out at 308.
$292 to $311.
Good job, Ashim. Getting a little bit of pullback right now. A little bit of profit taking going on. So may do the same things it did before, come down a little bit, and then start price rise again. Not really looking for a put at this point. The markets are, well, the Dow's up 644, Nas up 318, S&P's up 86. So not necessarily looking for a put. Just because the broader markets are up so high. But we are going to get these occasional pullbacks, a little bit of profit taking going on. And then the cycle will restart with price rising again. Our 1 minute Heikenasi MACD has crossed back under. All right, we've got a new supply zone. So we're going to duplicate this one, bring it up to here, duplicate the price level, bring it up to there. Then we will turn this one gray. Like so. I'll get rid of this pseudo zone. There we go. Now, don't let this sell-off fool you. It may look like the momentum has really changed to the put side, but I believe it's not going to go very far. So right about the time you get into a put trade, it reverses. So I'm going to stay out of a put trade. All right, guys, I'm going to go back to the 521 on the call side, 521 strike call, and just observe for now. Price is pausing here a little bit. There it goes.
I just realized I was on mute. I'm still in that last call.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, I got in just a little after you did, and then it turned around and said, "Nah, this is going to turn back."
Yeah. All right. Let's see if we get a breakthrough through the supply zone. That's what I'm looking for next in order to get back into this call trade. Just concerned that we're going to bounce off of the supply zone. So we got to get past that little hurdle. All right. 522 on the call side. Stand by.
Would you say there's a supply zone at 523.44?
Yes. Yeah, it's actually right at 523.01. Let's see. '22. Stand by on this 522 strike call. And it's going to do this again. Come up to some resistance at that 523.44 high point.
Come on, get on up there.
All right. Standing by on that 522 on the call side. Going into a little bit of a messy middle situation here. Consolidation. Looking for it to break out.
Come on, push it up. Come on, get on up there. Come on, come on.
Market maker dipping down through the supply zone, taking out stops and picking up those positions. in order to change direction back up. Sometimes the market maker needs just a little more ammunition.
Come on, get back up there.
Really, that's far enough.
No, 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 no.
Come on back up.
There you go. There you go.
All right, looking at the 520, still looking at the 521 on the call side.
I'm thinking about playing some Cobra music here to make that rise up again.
Yeah. All right, getting some volume now.
Come on, get up through there. By the way, we can move that supply zone up a little bit.
Yes, we can. So let's move this up to the next agreement point. Right there. All right, we are an hour into the session. We got 10,700,000 traded on the underlying, and Dow is up 680, Nasdaq 298, almost 300. It's about to go 300, and S&P is up 86.
Come on, get back up there.
Got our 5-minute MACD is about to cross.
That's it. Get on up there.
Create a crazy Ivan here.
Come on, keep moving up.
Okay. Guys, I'll be right back. Excuse me for 1 minute.
Come on, keep moving up there. Up, up, up. Come on, get up there. Here we go. There we go. Keep moving up.
Okay, back. See prices rising. Good.
Come on, get back up there. Get through that supply zone.
You can see we're getting a bit of a slowdown in volume, so we're not going to get quite as much price movement.
Here we go. Come on.
We go.
There we go.
Okay. Still looking at that 522 on the call side. See if this can break up and out.
Come on, get back up there.
Got so far 3 trades, all positive. Excuse me. There we go. All right, stand by.
I'm out.
522. And I'm going to go ahead and enter this 522 in at 313.
I took 20 cents on that.
All right. All right, stand by to take profit on this. I'm going to go ahead and just take some profit here at 323. So just 10 cents profit on that, just a little bite.
I've had 3 trades, all positive, up 82 cents today.
Okay, and I got 4 trades, all positive, up 68.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yep. I'll be back in a minute, Tim.
All righty. Something I want to mention is I know sometimes when I get out of trades, it reverses right as I get out, leaving you with, you know, probably not a great out, get out. But if you just wait a couple of minutes, price will come right back up. So rather than chasing it down, like on this last one, I noticed that right as I was getting out, price just began to fall. If you just wait a few minutes, you can see how price has come back up and is exceeding where I got out. Um, you'll often get a better out than I. So if you get stuck in that situation, just wait a few minutes and let price come back up. We have such a positive market this morning that it's almost inevitable that price will continue to rise, at least for a period of time. Now, we will get into a point where there will be a major reversal happening today at some point. But I mean, hopefully price will continue just to rise today and we can make up for some losses in our 401ks.
We certainly had an outstanding, probably last 3 to 4 weeks, though, Tim.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to trade any last week, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Did you have a good time last week, Keith?
I did. Yep. Yeah, had a good time with my daughter and son-in-law and granddaughter. And for the most part, had nice weather.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to see some new things down there, and it was fun.
Give you some ideas.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, always.
For those of you who don't know, Keith is an amazing woodworker and creates just beautiful pieces, bowls, tables, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I've been taking a little bit of a hiatus while I'm trying to get my shop organized because I haven't done that in about 20 years. And it sadly needed some work. So I'm working on that now.
The accumulation of years of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I tend to just go from one project to another without straightening up between them.
Mm-hmm. So going back to my point about waiting for price to come back, see how price just roared back off of that little pullback.
The flowers and the trees were definitely in bloom down there at the Williamsburg. It was very pretty.
I bet. A lot of cherry blossoms.
Had some cherry blossoms, the dogwoods, the tulips were all up.
Mm,
Some wisteria was starting to bloom.
nice.
A little bit of everything.
Got a doji there. Typically, when we get a doji, we get a reversal in price movement. Let's see if that happens this time.
Just remember today there's a bond auction at 1 o'clock. And one of the Fed members is speaking at 1:40 and the other is at 2:30.
Okay. If you're all trading later in the day, keep that in mind. The bond auctions do affect price. Getting another little sell-off here, taking profit. 5 minute MACD. It's about to cross again down to the put bias side. I'm going to go over to the 522 on the call side. Stand by. Yeah. Excuse me. Price kind of stalling here, mid-level. There's a doji. Let's see if we get a reversal off that doji. We didn't off that last doji. It just kept going. 1 minute. Heikenasi MACD has crossed back over to the call side. There it goes. Well, I was a little iffy on getting into that trade, and I should have gotten into it.
There's always another one coming down the pike, though.
True that. True that. That's a good optic lesson. If for some reason, you don't get into a trade, don't regret it or worry about it, because another one is just around the corner. I think we got some consolidation going on.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we are at the top of the hour and at the end of the session. Ended up with 4 trades plus 68. I hope you had a good morning as well. We're going to go ahead and close it here. Thank you all for coming and being in the room. Appreciate your support of the room.
And I had 3 trades up 82 cents, so another good day.
Good day. Good
Yes,
day.
sir.
So that's 2 days without losses. We love that. So that's it, guys. We will see you all in the morning. Have a good afternoon and take care.
All right. See you,
Take care.
everybody.